You might have noticed, or you may not have, but you're now going to know that we are now going to be doing a slightly different format to the podcast because we're both mums who don't have any fucking time. So how are we expecting you to like listen to our shit for
Commit
an hour?
to an hour. Who's got time for that?
No one has time for that.
Who do we think we are?
I know. Well, no, we are forward-thinking women because we've decided that we're going to make it different.
Yes.
So we are now splitting our pod into two. So we're going to have an Am I the Arsehole segment, which comes out specifically. So we're going to be posting that out on a Thursday, and then every Tuesday will be our core podcast.
Normal chit-chat.
And uncovering some shit from the week. How's your week been? Obviously, we had Mother's Day and we were together.
Oh, we did. And that was so gorgeous. We went to Bucklebury Farm.
We did.
And oh my God, if anyone lives
hadn't been
local.
before, had you?
No, never been. But how cheap it was.
I know, it's bargain day.
The facilities that were there, everything and more that we needed. And then the way we ended it, we just took our shoes off and we went bouncing in the rain with the kids. Soaking dirty feet, but oh my God, we had the best day. It was great. And the kids every day have been like, can we go back?
Have they?
Can we go back? Mummy, can we go back?
Oh, that's very nice. I mean, it's going to be so nice there in the summer.
I can't wait.
All it's missing is a splash pad.
That would be ideal. And they've got enough bloody space to do
They've
it.
got so much space.
Right, Bucklebury Farm.
If you're hearing this, make a splash pad, please.
Splash
Or like just like water sensory play,
Yeah.
because that's where the kids would literally live.
They would just spend all
And if
day
you could
there.
make sure there's like some picnic benches nearby so we could sit.
Yeah, a few more. That would be great.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yay. But we found a dinosaur egg. We found
Oh my
feathers.
God, it was giant.
Fed the reindeers.
Yeah.
It was just lush.
It was good.
It was really good. But other than that, my week has been great. So I have had the most incredible opportunity to start my own classes at a dance studio. I literally can't believe it. I feel so blessed to have this opportunity.
You fucking made that opportunity happen.
I cannot believe how this just
Manifested itself.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that time would tell?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Not us.
So it's been a week. Listen, this has all happened quite quickly. So I have launched my daytime and some evening classes in Swindon. So if you're nearby, look me up. Done it all really quickly.
Yes.
Not one single soul has actually booked on and come to my class yet. However, tonight I have got two gorgeous ladies that is coming to join me, and I'm so happy.
And tonight's
grateful.
your provocative dance, isn't it?
Yes,
which is your favourite.
My absolute favourite. So I'm just feeling really blessed with this opportunity. So grateful, and who knows what this is going to turn into. So I've been feeling scared, happy, grateful, imposter syndrome, because I'm like, who the fuck do I think I am?
Yeah.
All of them feels, but
You are you, sister.
I am me.
You are you.
And I'm rolling with it, I'm rocking with it, and I'm loving it. I'm so grateful to have you in my life, and the fact that we spend Mother's Day together.
Yeah.
And
that's our tradition now.
Thank God.
And alternate Christmas.
Yes. Thank God we have each other.
Yeah. Everyone needs someone.
Yeah. Someone that, because the way you believe in me and the way I believe in you, it's like we can we create a delusion for each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
but then we follow it through.
We do.
Yeah,
We're
and
like,
that's the thing.
fuck,
and I think
okay.
you end up like, I don't like manifesting, but I believe that like when someone hypes you up enough, and they really believe it, and you believe that they believe in you, sometimes you just need someone believing in you,
100%.
and then you can make it happen.
Well, it's like for the last however many fucking years, you're like, you need to be doing dance. And I'm like, well, no, I'm a fucking coach. I'm an NLP coach.
Help me.
I'm training to be a hypnotherapist at the moment, but still it's like, yeah, but dance. So then boom, an opportunity comes and it's like, oh my fucking God, look at you believing in me and just creating new opportunities that I've now finalised. Thank you.
You've done it.
Yay. So how's your week been?
It's been a strange week. My challenge has gone live, and that's always a really busy week because it's like content. And then people still don't hear about it. So then it's a constant kind of work in progress that you're doing with that. I've had a couple of slaps in the face this week that have felt really shit.
Yeah.
And I've carried that. And I'm exhausted by it. Yeah. Otherwise, we obviously had a great Saturday. We had a really good parents' evening for Freddie. Oh my God,
Yay.
He's doing so well with riding his bike. So obviously we've got him a bike with gears because it's all uphill to school, and so he needs to be able to go up in gears. Obviously, his little legs are going like that. He's doing so well. He's like a duck to water. I love that I can teach him how to ride a bike because it's like one of those like little moments. Like before I lost weight, it wouldn't have been me. It would have been Dale. And I'm more patient, which is fucking bizarre, than Dale is when it comes to the kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise how much I was going to get from it, but I've really enjoyed that bit. Like,
it sounds like it's been like the wholesomeness that you have been craving.
It's almost like it's like filling a hole that I didn't realise that I had, because I always just thought Dale was going to do that, but no, it's me. So Freddie's choosing me, and that's nice to be chosen because I'm fit enough that I can keep up.
Yeah.
So it's been a mixed bag.
Okay.
But we need to talk about the Manosphere.
Okay, let's go.
I'm sure everyone who is listening, watching, consuming our podcast would have heard or seen something about Louis Theroux's Manosphere documentary.
So I watched this the other day, and I came to you. I was like, you have to watch this. I mean, Louis Theroux, anyway, is just a god in himself, in my opinion. The way he is so subtly just sits back and lets people unfold their deepest, darkest, truest self. Yeah. He is a genius, an absolute genius.
And you could see it so many moments in the documentary where he doesn't say anything, or he just says one thing, and then you watch the uncomfortableness.
Absolutely.
Or like, especially with like the Manosphere, and obviously we're going to get really into it, but HS got himself...
HS fucking ticky-tocky. Like,
HS fucking pricky-procky.
Come on, pricky-procky. Ticky-tocky.
Fucking prick. He got himself into such a mental spiral. Yes. Even though Louis Theroux had done nothing at that point.
Yeah.
He'd asked a few basic questions, and then he'd got himself into such a tiz-toz about it. Because
like a little boy. Because that's what he is.
They are just little boys.
They are not men.
Who are just like, oh, I'm a big alpha energy.
I'm a big gorilla.
Yeah. Look, I've got muscles.
Yay, and I drive a fancy car, but that's not success. No, but still, look at my car.
Yeah, I rent this place for $20,000 a month. Just fucking buy somewhere.
And that's just my office space, I've got my other place. You want to come see it?
It was like, it was
Jesus
horrendous.
Christ. It triggered me so badly in such a way that it just makes me terrified for younger girls. I've got a 7-year-old daughter, and this is the shit that is on the internet. What the fuck? I was out last night, right? And my 10-year-old niece was there, and we were having a conversation, all of us, about Manosphere. And my cousin asked her daughter, do you know the name HS Tiki-Toki? And she answered, oh yeah, I've heard some of my friends talk about him in school. And literally our jaws dropped. We were like, a 10-year-old should not even hear this word, this name, this figure. That means there are kids in there that watch his
following
shit.
It, believe it, that want to become it.
Yeah.
And it's this lifestyle that they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
They don't need to objectify women throughout that, but they are, because they want to be seen as alphas. And so they surround themselves in these worlds. But like, obviously Andrew Tate's been on the scene for a long time, and he started so much of the shit in schools, didn't he? Like all of these boys. And what was I watching? It was some kind of other documentary, and they were talking about emojis, how emojis had been turned into a particular language.
Right.
And that came from the Manosphere. And I can't tell you what they are exactly, but like, people will go and comment on other people's social profiles using this language that they had created with emojis.
For emojis.
Yeah, and it's hate crime, but no one would know about it unless they understand the Manosphere.
Fucking Manosphere.
I know, what a fucking wanky name to begin with.
I know.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing. And I mean, you know me, I love and absolutely have no shame admitting I live in a very naive, ignorance is bliss kind of life. I don't watch the news. I don't follow shit. I don't pay any attention to the bad shit that's going on in life, because what I can't control, I don't want to know about, and it really fucks with my head. I am a deep feeler, a deep emotional feeler, just like you. And then all of a sudden, all of this advertising about Manosphere, I was like, it's Louis Theroux. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
Watched it. Then I was like, fuck. I have a son and I have a daughter, and this is the role models that like they're growing up with around them. Like, imagine if Marshall is feeling not masculine enough or
Yeah.
lost in his emotions or doesn't know how to express
this
himself.
is going to be the role model.
He's
I
going to be
know.
like, oh, let me buy a course. I want this lifestyle. I want this. I want that. And then he goes, like, imagine. No.
And obviously we touched on this really briefly, but we haven't gone into it in detail. But we worked in this environment. Like we were...
This is how we met.
Yeah, this is actually how we met. It's like that environment that you work in with like the directors or like senior managers and like branch managers who would walk around perfectly white teeth, trips to Marbella every weekend, like fueled themselves on getting their dick sucked and fucking cocaine left, right and centre.
Literally having our morning meeting like with still powder on their nose.
100%.
It's disgusting.
Or like at my fucking wedding.
Yeah.
Doing it and I having to kick them out. And like they had this alpha behaviour and the way they would talk to people in meetings. And again,
and us.
And they'd objectify women. So it would always be like, they would want women to come and work with you, but only if you were a certain style. Yeah.
Oh my God. So this was on my first day starting in the main office. I don't wear a lot of makeup. It's only in the last year or so that I've started to put some on. And that's for me. But before, I knew as soon as I put makeup on, I would get even more attention. And I fucking didn't like it from men in the wrong kind of attention way. So I made it kind of a self-consciousness that I didn't wear a lot of makeup, and when I did, that's when I'm going out. Anyway, I started at this new job. I'm there in my morning meeting. The senior manager is hosting it. Then he pulls me to the side afterwards. What does he say to me? You need to put some more makeup on. You can't be wearing that outfit because that's not suitable for the office. We need more lower cut. We need tighter stuff. We need to
wear heels.
Have to wear
Have to be
heels.
from June.
Yep. And your hair you need to be making more of an effort. I'm going to give you your pay in advance and I need you to leave the office now. Go buy some makeup, go sort your hair out, go buy a new outfit, then come back into the office. Me being, how old was I?
We'd been like 19.
The 18, 19-year-old me was like, okay, man, yay.
Let me run along and follow orders.
Yes, I must do this now. I want to work here.
Well, that same guy,
Fucking hell.
we were working together on a Saturday morning and he'd been out night before, fueled by cocaine, bloody rum and Red Bull, and he'd gone to Spearmint Rhino, which is a strip club like near Heathrow. And he sits
So he'd been banned from the other ones.
probably.
From just overdosing.
And so I'm sat with him. Again, I was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks into this new job. And I was sat with him before I went out on my viewings. Oh, and he fucking stank. Like that smell of like...
just
beer mat.
Old, like hangover.
Yeah, it was nasty. And he was...
And the smoke.
And like we were obviously smokers then as well. But he was a heavy smoker mixed with alcohol.
I wasn't a smoker then. It wasn't until we became proper friendly I became a smoker.
And
Jesus.
then and obviously he'd always wear like his wanker estate agent suit, which obviously suits that are way too tight and
way too
always
tight.
skinny legged.
Yeah.
And he sat next to me and he was talking to me about the night he had had at Spearmint Rhino. And he was like, oh God, my foreskin's like a rhino's skin. And I was like, oh, that's actually really disgusting. But why would you say that? And like, why was that ever okay? And that is still happening in companies all over the fucking world.
Yeah.
And like, we stayed there for years after that.
It was the abuse that we would get.
Yeah.
In the morning, in the daytime, and before we went.
Yeah.
If you are not putting these deals through, if you are not, like, we used to have to leave voicemail. So it was a constant phone. And if they didn't answer, your voicemail had to be scripted along the lines of, it's an emergency. This is Monique. Call me back immediately. Yeah. And they'd call me back like, oh my God, what's happened? And I'm like,
there's a house on the market for you.
I got a house on the market. And they're like, what the
I know.
fuck? Like,
I know.
looking back on it, it's insane. And then in the morning, if you didn't get a deal through, you'll be working in McDonald's for the rest of your life. You're not worthy to be here. If you don't put this through, you're fired. Like,
and
this
then like
abuse.
what he said to my colleague, he was like, you're in a morning meeting. It was like nothing had happened.
With your other colleagues.
Yeah, all of us sat there in the morning meeting, like 8 o'clock, obviously with our Red Bull in one hand and coffee in the other, which is part of like the staff uniform, I think. And he was like, you're never going to get married. You're going to have to pay for your wife. No one's ever going to fuck you. And it's like, what the fuck? And we worked there.
The way they humiliated every single one of us individually.
And objectified people. And it's just the environments that we were in. And you thought it was cool. And
it was cool to smoke. It was cool to drink. It was cool to...
We'd win days to go to Ascot and it'd be like, who can get the most fucked up?
Yeah.
And like, it's just such a fucking toxic environment.
Who's gonna fuck who? Who's gonna check who? Who's gonna do this? Da, da, da. Thank God we were never in that position.
No,
we were both in committed relationships.
Yeah,
but
you'd watch it all unfold, and then you'd hear the gossip of the office.
Yeah,
and that person would be forced to leave. Normally, the girl would be forced to leave.
Yeah,
and she would be the one who would be shamed.
Yeah,
because and again, like the Manosphere, it's all about like they were talking about the female body count.
Yeah,
compared to the male body count, and with a male body count, it's bravado, and I was like, oh yeah, you're obviously really fucking fit and sexy because you've had loads of people fucking suck your dick. But for the girls, it's like, oh, you're a whore, you should be a virgin. And then like again, HS fucking ticky wanky. He was like, there were so many things that he said. There were like the three main things where obviously he is a womanizer and he objectifies women and he thinks it makes him look cool.
Yeah,
and obviously like sex sells and it's highly profitable to exploit people online, and he's obviously found that niche. But
it's what did he call it? Clickbait.
Yeah. Well, like we do clickbait.
Yeah.
Like, but
it's that shock bait.
Yeah.
And that he takes that shock bait or whatever to extremes.
Yeah. And then he's got all these investors that he makes a cut from. It's just like, yeah, he's done a really clever thing to make money, but there's no honour in it.
No.
It doesn't make him a man.
No.
It makes him pathetic. And is it because we're females and looking in? I don't know. I don't think so. I think anyone who is watching that should be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And you could tell that he was a bit embarrassed of what he was saying, because as soon as he was in front of mummy,
his whole aura changed.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, well, my mum's different. But why is she different?
Yeah.
She's still a female. And then he was like, oh, yeah, OnlyFans is disgusting, makes me sick. It's so embarrassing. It's like, but don't you profit off of people on OnlyFans? He's like, well, yeah, I make money from them, but it's disgusting. They're all whores. My daughter won't be doing that. And it's like, well, how can you control that? That's the world that you're living in, and you are objectifying these women.
Yeah. And if you do end up having children, you're
God
gonna
forbid you fucking don't.
Please never have children.
Like, why are we not sterilising these men?
Absolutely.
Like,
they should
we
be.
don't need them to breed.
No, we do not. But if he does, he is bringing up his children in this environment, surrounded by these women and these types of people that he hates and would disown and blah, 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 blah. But
I'll just say my son if he's gay.
What the fuck?
And then in the next sentence, oh, I'm not homophobic, my friend's gay. I'm sorry, hun, that's not how it works.
There's hypocritical, and then there's the absolute epitome of hypocrite.
And then as soon as he said it in front of his mum, he was like, oh, well.
And you could see the shame in his mum's face.
Yeah.
She's just shaking his head. But then by the end of it, she got so triggered and so frustrated.
She wants to defend her child.
Of course.
And she's like,
but she doesn't agree with it.
No, she doesn't.
Imagine being in that position
I know.
as a mother.
Well, something's happened there. And actually, if you look at all of these men, so you have like HS Tiki Toki, Justin, and then the other guy,
Myron.
And he's the one who was like in a one-way monogamous relationship, which is fucking
one-way
ridiculous.
Monogamous relationship. Those words, even together, is insane.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No. But
the audacity that someone thinks that they have that control over you. But these women, clearly, they're just accepting it.
But they're accepting it until their eyes are opened.
Yeah.
And again, like Louis Theroux did that in his interview, where obviously Angie, the girlfriend, had come on, and he was like, oh, but what happens when she wants to get married one day?
Yeah.
And she just kind of stood there like, oh, I know that he wants to come back to me. But obviously they broke up at the end. So clearly that hadn't been communicated. And what he's saying behind closed doors compared to this persona that he's pushing out are two different things. These men have all had some kind of childhood trauma.
Absolutely. Or no dads.
Justin, like the ginger guy, he was even talking about how mentally unstable his mum was, and that she had burnt the house down for an insurance claim and all these kind of different things. And it's like they have all come from broken homes and from homes where a dad wasn't present, or homes where there was just trauma. They've done the typical victim thing. They were victims that decided to turn their victimhood into like
anger, aggression,
ultra masculine. Like, that doesn't make you masculine.
No,
it just makes you a cunt.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's not okay. Like, you're not coming off. Like, how can? I just don't understand how anyone could watch that and be like, oh, I came across so well in there.
Yeah,
like. How can you be
How
that
are you not so
unself-aware?
ashamed?
And they jumped that guy. Like, I know he was a predator, that guy.
Don't.
But, like, how is he walking the streets?
But was he a predator?
They don't know, do they?
That's it. Like, he was just arranging to go on a date. And then he showed up and they jumped him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And it's just, like, school ground behaviour.
Yeah.
They're just teenage boys who have an idea in their head that they're really pushing, but they haven't grown up. And the problem is now that we have this worldwide platform that they are running.
Yeah.
And like that whole podcast guy, Myron,
Yes.
the podcast guy, I mean, that is something else.
What was it? The delusion.
The delusion meter.
The
Let's do
delusion
it.
meter.
So the delusion meter was,
My God.
yeah, so how delusional girls are based on their requirements for...
And expectations for a relationship.
It did make me laugh, so I did think of you.
I was going to say, but my expectations in a partner is all to do with them, their spirit, their self-awareness, their self-respect, them as a person. None of them.
They're all just wangling their cocks around, going, look how much money I've got.
It's disgusting.
And if they carry on... Like, the thing is, if you're going to parts of Dubai, if you're going to parts of Marbella, if you're going to parts of Miami, if you're going to these places where people are looking for money, they're the girls you're going to get because they're like, but the same as like, there are guys like that as well. Like, they're like, for both sexes, it isn't, but that isn't the majority of the population.
Like, these men on the Manosphere, they have this obsessive illusion that women are only interested in money.
And sex.
Money and sex. Well, not even sex, because that's what the men want. Myron, when he was like, I decide when I put my dick in you.
Yes!
I decide. And I'm like...
That's rape.
That's literally fucking rape.
Yeah. Like, so why is he not getting arrested?
Exactly.
It can't always be consensual. And he's like, oh, well, I've shown her period and stuff. Of course I'm going to, you know, oh, wow, thank you. Thank you.
That's when I'm fucking horny, mate.
But then also, like, what's happened to these mums? Like, for these girls, like, when...
That's what I was going to say about HS Tiki Toki Toki when we asked, what, you know, why is she accepting this? Why does she then stick up for her child? I actually believe it's because she's now living a lifestyle that she never had. Yeah. There is money.
Yeah.
And although she doesn't agree with these morals, these values, this behaviour,
it pays for a lifestyle that
it
she's
pays for a
happy with.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I know.
And that would just never be okay with me.
No,
I would never be okay being funded for a lifestyle with things that did not align.
Well, we can all
with
do that.
Me. We can all do it.
We can all do it. Okay, so the delusion meter is something that I don't think this one is actually his, so I couldn't find his specific one, but there are obviously copies of them.
Yeah.
So the delusion meter is your ideal partner real or just a fantasy? Find out with our male and female delusion calculator what % of people in the United States meet your standards. So gender, male or female, you'll select men. I mean there's not an option for both at this point.
Oh, is there not?
No,
God damn it. Okay, so...
obviously there can't be ever, like, for the Manosphere, it has to be...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Male, female.
Okay.
Yeah. Exclude obese. No.
No.
Exclude married.
What do you mean exclude married?
Do you want to exclude married men?
Of course I want to exclude married.
What is the age range we're looking at?
What's the options?
0 to 100. So we could do like 33 to 50. Is 50 a bit old?
50 is a bit...
45?
Yeah, 45.
Okay, 45. Okay. Height?
Oh.
So we have very big differences, on my opinion, on who's
yeah,
tall enough for you.
I don't care.
Okay, but we also have small man syndrome to contend with, so that's got to be at least over 5'6". Up to a maximum of 6 foot or taller.
6'1".
Obviously I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, 6'1".
I'm going to go 6'2", just to widen the pool.
Okay.
Income. This doesn't matter to you, but for the sake of this, we're going to go with it. Remember, this is America. It's a very big place. So should we do 50 to 150k? Right, let's find out. This is...
Wait, is there no questions about, you know, good person,
No.
You know, spirit?
It's just based on the Census Bureau data, so I don't think they put that information in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously your pool will be much smaller than this. Okay, so 0.5%, so not even 1% of all men in the United States meet your standards. That is 882,000 of 164.9 million American men. Your delusion score is 5 out of 5. Your origins lie beyond Earth's sphere.
That wasn't even that specific. I kept it so basic.
I mean, I think that was pretty basic.
What the fuck?
I know. Maybe their delusion meter is delusional.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, they're delusional, so...
But also, yeah, so he was sat in this room with all these girls, the one that Louis Theroux was in, and Louis had already been chatting to, like, the video editor before.
Yes.
And then he had got wind of it, and then he had shut it down, and then she was scared.
She was terrified.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I messed up.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I can't say anything.
And he was like, oh, I'm really sorry.
I want to know
in trouble.
what he said to her.
Yeah. And how did he find out that he was talking to her? So who had said that? Who had messaged that? Someone had obviously been grassing him up. And it's like, why is everyone trying? If you're so confident with what you're doing, if you really believe in what you're doing, why are you not shouting it from the rooftops? And why are you trying to hide it all?
Genuine and pure and good intentions. You've got nothing to hide.
And if you really believe that the things you're putting out there are with your beliefs, you're going to believe they're good.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's your belief.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've just finished listening to Selling with Love.
Okay.
And it is such a gorgeous, wholesome book or audiobook. I'm an audiobook gal because she's a bit dyslexic. Well, I say a bit, she's a lot dyslexic. So that suits me best. But I would highly recommend this. We all need the skill of selling. But when you start selling with love, it aligns with you. It aligns with your values, your morals. And it feels fucking good.
100%.
They're not selling with love.
No. And we weren't either when we were working.
We were
for
not.
Those like, all the different jobs that we did, we were selling because that's what we felt like we had to do.
Even how
and the thrill of it,
our masculine energy heightened by the end of us working together. We were like, I'm going to beat you, bitch. Like, that deal's mine. I'm going to do this. Okay, to get this deal, I'm going to do that. So
and it's
fucking
because
aggressive.
You end up being part of that manosphere.
Yeah.
Like when we were in recruitment, it was like, right, go and ring the bell because you got a deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do when you fucking beaten cancer.
Yeah.
Not fucking done a $5,000 deal.
It's a joke.
But you, like, when you're in that world, it's really hard to see otherwise. And that's what happens in these worlds. But they're obviously on this podcast, and Louis was like, you can't truly believe that these girls know less than you or that they're not intelligent. And he was like, all right, girls. And that's a table of girls around him. Name some countries. And like, that was his level of showing whether women have the ability to think for themselves.
Yeah.
It's
a joke.
It's all just a joke.
And then the ginger guy about the whole, look around. What has a woman invented?
Well, let me fucking tell you, Justin.
The fucking internet.
It's fucking everywhere. Yeah, you motherfucker.
Yes, you.
Whether your mum was a fucking traumatic psychopath or not, she is still the reason you exist.
Yeah.
Because without her vagina, you would not have been born.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm just like...
Come on, women!
And like, I don't know why we're still battling between men versus women.
Yeah.
Like...
This is old news, mate. Like, we live in a world together. Like, women have the same rights, expectations, everything as men now. Why is this even still a topic?
The scary thing is, and obviously we never want this to become a politics show.
No.
But... Trump was mentioned multiple times.
Yeah.
He is the leader of the most dominant country in the world. And he is part of the manosphere.
Fucking hell.
And so when they are removing women's rights constantly, and then that's then getting fed down through the manosphere, they're throwing out more against women's rights constantly. Like, we're allowing the wrong things. And then all this messaging that's coming down and down and down, and it's gone from being politics right down to the bottom where it's like alpha males pumping their chest wearing wanky fucking outfits with a really good tan and perfect turkey teeth. Thinking that's what attractive is. That is not attractive to me.
Attractive.
And two, that is what everyone aspires to be.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people aspire to have money because, especially in the climate we're in now, like, people are desperate for money.
Oh, absolutely.
And people
we're living
will
in
buy
a
anything.
crazy
crisis
right now.
And people will buy into it because it seems like, oh, if that guy can do it, I can do it. But then, like, if you look at some of the interviews that Justin was doing, where those boys were like, oh my God, I love you, you're amazing. Just look at their confidence level and who they are. They would never be him because they aren't deep-rooted wankers.
Yeah. Because they are not these horrible people. Yeah. And that's who they are in the manosphere.
They're all pushed and led by imposter syndrome. Absolutely. And if you lean into imposter syndrome, you can become a bad version of yourself 100%. Because you are spiraling within this mental cycle. And it's just, unless you have enough self-awareness that you know where those voices are coming from, and you know what you're doing, it can get really ugly really quickly. And that's
what they are.
Yeah, you look at these boys, and it is ugly. It's ugly and
fugly, ugly, truggly,
fugly, ugly, cuggly, muggly, tugglies,
gross,
dicks,
knobheads,
cunts, pricks.
Ooh,
stop it! How did you get there? How did she get there?
So if we think about it then, what is your definition of a good man?
A good man is like, it's just someone who, I guess, one you can be yourself around.
Yeah.
Someone who is emotionally available, physically available, doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Financially stable, but not in a wanky job. Like I would, and I think it's probably from all those years I was working in wanky jobs.
Okay.
That I'd look at these men and they would actually turn my stomach.
Yeah.
And I could never be with somebody who's as financially motivated as I am. Because that is a massive turn off. Like, makes my fucking minge. Like, she's literally
Shriveled
squeezing
up.
right now. Like,
Good for
thinking,
your pelvic floor.
Yeah, God, it's just fucking dry as a bone down there. But yeah, it's just someone who you can trust. Like, trust for me.
Yeah.
Trust, security, and someone who doesn't lie.
Okay.
That's always really important. So what's yours?
So for me, it's all about their aura, their soul, their own happiness, their own self acceptance, and how they're able to hold a safe space for me.
Yeah.
I want to feel so like I can be myself with this person that I'm with, and I want them to be completely themselves with me. And even if we agree or disagree, it just be a safe space. Yeah. Basically you, okay? Just fucking, can you just recreate as a partner that is someone,
a man.
Yeah, or woman, I don't care. I'm a nature girl, so I
like
need
nature.
But I would live out my car for the rest of my life.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
God, you're like a hobo.
I am.
Yeah, no.
And I love that lifestyle for me. Like, that's how I was meant to be.
She says that, but she's like, I'm just going to go to the spa and live in Or when you were unemployed, you're like, well, I just cannot compromise on my spa. But no, I want to live in my car. I want to live off the earth. It's like, okay, hun.
I'm going to go
you
to
be
the
in
spa.
denial, that's okay.
I'm going to go to the sauna, okay?
We have actually got a whole segment coming up soon. We've just got to wait until after the 1st of April.
Yes.
And then Monique has got a whole new segment called Sauna Stories. It might even make its whole new, another little podcast. Like
it might do.
Another little episode.
So, listen, I decided to be bougie. I'm not a bougie gal. She's the bougie gal. But I decided to be, okay? So, yeah, we don't want to clone you.
No.
But someone like you. Just a good heart.
I think you also need to have someone, and this has always been...
I love how you do this. I actually think you're actually like, you're doing this, like the way you analyse people and back to them. But isn't it funny how we are just restricted by language?
I know.
And it frustrates me so fucking much because the words that I use do not articulate anywhere close to the feeling.
Storytelling.
I know, but it still could be so much better. The feeling and the experience inside of me, for it then to regurgitate out of my mouth with the restriction of language. It's so frustrating to me.
I know.
I wish I could just bottle up this little experience and then be like, poof.
I think you'll probably be locked up if that was the case. But what I was saying before you change the subject is that what I think, what you need in a good person is something that Dale has always been, and that is an honorary friend. So he's always become an honorary colleague wherever I've worked. Every place I've worked, he has become one of the team.
Okay.
And I can take him anywhere. So like I can take him anywhere and he can mingle, and I could let him go and walk away, not worry about what they're saying are they embarrassing me. It's just so easy to chat away to people. And I think that's a really positive trait, that when you have a partner that you can go somewhere together and you can both wander off and not have to stay stuck together the whole night because it's awkward. So how far would you exploit yourself for money?
I mean, we are in a financial crisis at the moment. So your girl needs to get creative. We all need to get creative. But
and I think they're saying at the moment that everyone has a side hustle. I think like 1 in 3 people have a side hustle.
Right.
But how far? Because again, like there's, so how far would you go into exploitation?
So I dance.
Very provocatively.
I do.
In very teeny tiny shorts with not much material.
Absolutely. Yeah. And to me, a body is a body.
Right.
That's skin to me. And absolutely, I look back on even my videos and the other girls that I dance with, and I'm like, damn, girl. And it just empowers me so much. But I don't look at myself or other women and think and sexualize it in any way. But I can see how it can be sexualized massively. And some messages that I get, although the majority of people that watch my dances
they wank in silence. They don't tell you about it.
The majority are women, and they're sending.
They can wank to themselves as well.
Yes, they can. But how that confidence is empowering them, and I get the occasional guy, and they're saving that in their wank bank, and that's okay. I'm okay with that.
If a guy messaged you and said, will you do this in a thong and a bra, or just a thong, or no clothes on? If your body is just your body, would you do that for money?
If I got my privates out, that is sexualizing it, in my opinion. So
even
I wouldn't.
Even though a body's just a body.
A body is just a body, but showing my nipples, which, hang on, we just need to just take a moment here. Do your nipples change size?
No, you said this the other day. I mean, obviously, like when I'm cold or I'm excited, they shrink up. And then when I'm extra warm or like chilling, then they are relaxed nipples.
So depending on what time of like my cycle that I'm in, my what's it called? Areola.
Yeah, areola.
My areola is either, I mean, I can't really, look how tiny they are compared to yours. They're either, larger, but then all of a sudden I'm going for a shower and I've got these tiny cute little nipples and I'm like,
porn star tits!
Yeah! Honestly, I'm just there in front of the mirror like, fucking look at you guys!
But is it because they have shrunk? Because like, again, like your
know.
temperature, well, you have to make notice. Because like when you're warm, like now, if I looked at my nipple now, and I'll show you after, there you wouldn't see any lumps and bumps. It'd just be a nipple with it'd be my areola with my nipple at the end in the middle. But then if I got in a cold shower, then it would go, and you get loads of lumpy bumpy bits, and then your nipple's obviously hard. That obviously then makes it significantly smaller. Or when you're about to have sex and you're all turned on, and then they go, and like they all go like it's almost like all your nerve endings are on edge, which is why they're so sensitive.
I've just never paid this much attention to my areola before.
Oh my god, it's like my favourite part.
Well, now I notice it, but like even this morning, I got naked and then I noticed these cute little nipples.
Well, how are they doing now? Have a look now.
But then after the shower,
because like,
they were still cute.
Mine looks like a little sad.
Oh no, they've got a little bigger. They're not as cute. They're not as cute.
Yeah, okay, so like that, but okay, so later on when you if you get cold later, or if you get in the shower, or if you come out of the sauna and then go into a plunge, and your nipples will go like when your nipple, like you can see your nipples through your top. That's because they've gone hard because they've shrunk.
But I'm not talking about the pointy bit. I'm talking about the areola.
Yeah, well that
the
bit,
colour bit.
Yeah, the middle bit stays the same pretty much. All
the time. The pointy bit
hard.
Yes, yeah.
But your areola, that's what contracts and gets bigger. So when you're warm, like I am now, it's nice and soft. And if you flicked your nipple a little bit and got your nipple all excited,
it would go hard.
But your areola would go smaller.
Shut up.
Because all the lumps come out, don't they? Like you can all the bumps are all over it.
No.
Yeah.
But
like go to the toilet, give your nipples a quick flip.
Before I went into the shower this morning, I was a nice warm temperature, but I had these cute little gorgeous porn star boobies.
But you're also due on your period, so you're horny.
After the shower, when I'm even more hotter and even more relaxed, they were still these cute, gorgeous little nipples.
Just pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you're like, oh my god, my nipples are hard. When your nipples are hard, your areola will be small.
Okay, so you're documenting your armpits, I'll document my nips.
Okay, great.
Yay!
So tune for updates. Okay, so would you ever?
Okay.
Yeah. Would you sell somebody?
I think I would.
Without any clothes on?
No, not with. Okay. So I would have to be wearing a bra and a thong.
Okay, what about nipple tassels? As long as your nipple was covered.
Maybe. I don't know. I
mean, how your tits would stay in a small bra when you're doing those moves, I don't think it would be possible. So you're going to have a nip slip anyway.
They do anyway.
That's impossible.
With the outfits that I wear like a little bikini and then I wear like a cute, sexy number on top. So, and they don't flap out. But I've got little boobs. Yeah. You've got big boobs.
What a dream. Okay, so as long as you're...
So, yeah, as long as the privates are covered, then in my opinion... That's just a frame.
Right,
that's
sister,
a body.
What are we doing here? This is why are you sat here doing a podcast? This is top tier money making content. This is a subscription. So you would sell it on socials with your sexy earthquake dances. And then you would say, subscribe for more. And then you're going to get all these fucking disgusting men who...
Manospheres.
Yeah, the manospheres. Probably not even manospheres.
Actually, no, it won't be, yeah.
Just fucking strange men. Who are just going to be sat wanking in their bedroom. But you could make some serious money off doing that.
I mean, I've already got a great Insta with loads of material and I could just upload that shit and sell it. You could just
AI to remove it. Like, AI remove my underwear.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even your tits and your fanny then. It's just porn stars. You're like, here's someone's vagina and here's someone's nipples. Please, can you put them on my body?
Would I make money out? I mean, it would be no difference if I was a professional dancer doing a show in a thong and bikini and people come to pay to watch a show, and I would do that. So
okay, so that's
my limit. That's where I would go. What about you? Would you ever?
No.
Could you ever?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I just couldn't. It just doesn't like. I am so at peace with my body now. But I don't like the thought of being objectified. I really don't. It makes me feel really. I don't. It's like.
Even I can already see you. Like, you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay. It's like when I talked to Dale about it, like before, when we were talking about Instagram at the very beginning, and I was like, do you mind if I'm getting changed? Like in my trial, I was like, does that bother you? And he was like, no, it doesn't bother me. And every time I put a picture, like a before and after picture, and I'm wearing underwear, that doesn't bother me because it's in a non-sexual way completely. It's just me stood there, but as a before and after. But they are all sexualized because I have female body parts.
Yeah.
And it makes my skin crawl. I hate it. And Dale's like, I don't care because you're in my real life and you're just on their screen.
Okay.
But so for him, it wouldn't matter to him. Yeah. He'd be all up for it if there's going to be some money in it. But it physically, it makes my skin crawl. And so then I get the ick and I end up like going off of Instagram for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then I don't post that content because it makes me so uncomfortable.
Do you know, I'm thinking as well, obviously I have a strong opinion on male-female friendships.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking, actually, would this sit right for me morally, or would this feed more into that belief because men, I think, can't be friends with women because they sexualise it?
They wouldn't be your friends.
They wouldn't be.
And look, like the Manosphere is the reason why you don't believe men and women can be friends, because the people that we worked with are in the Manosphere.
Yeah.
The people that we have been around, the men that we have been around, then you go on all these sleazy dating apps.
Ugh.
All of these men are like, the guy's like, we're not going to fuck then. No, you fucking prick.
God.
Yeah, go suck a dick, G.
Block.
Yeah, see ya.
G.
Yeah. and so again, it's like, the Manosphere believe that women are fucking useless and just there for their money and their tits because that's who they surround themselves with.
Yeah,
and
just
the men
to spread legs.
Yeah, just to spread legs. Yeah, spread legs and give eggs. But the men that you have worked with or had those close communications with have all been in that Manosphere environment where they are all like, alpha. Oh, my dick's a fucking rhino's foreskin. Ugh. Like, all these just wanky.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go out and have a fuck. And it's like, no, we're just having a chit chat.
Yeah. Always insinuating something to me. And then I'm just like, ugh.
You just haven't been in the environments where the men that you are with, and obviously, like, I've met one of like my best friends when I was at the estate agents. But he had the same morals as me. Like, and so again, like, I have so many male friends. But then also, I don't think that they're coming for me sexually. Yeah. So I've never felt... I'm open to that conversation, that relationship. And, like, you can have, like, flirty banter with men and with women. Like, our conversations are fucking risque a lot of the time.
They are.
And, like, remember that guy who used to send you, like, those fucking... Like, those essays, those messages that were,
oh my God.
like, chapters in a book. And we would both be sat there,
so
like, getting
erotic.
fucking hard in the car. Like, you're like, read it to me again. And, like, if you did that with a man, you'd be like, why are you trying it on with me?
Yeah.
Because you'd instantly have that disconnect because that's who you think. But I don't think that... I think it's just the Manosphere environment that you've been around.
Possibly.
Because I trust men more than women.
Yeah.
My instant gut is to trust men first. Although Instagram, again, it really gives me the ick. And TikTok, I just... Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at my body. It's not for you.
Maybe I'm opening up this opinion, though. Maybe I am fishing for even more evidence with my Instagram and how relaxed I am about it. Because it's like, ugh, all men are going to think like this anyway. So, come on then, come at me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Or on me.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
I just think you haven't met somebody, and like the partners you've been with before haven't been those kind of guys. But obviously, then your relationship does get romantic. I don't know. I mean, I just feel so completely opposite with you with this.
Maybe I'm just expecting men to say this and have these inexplicit opinions or comments towards me, and which is why I don't care about the content that I have on my dancing Instagram, because it's like, well, you're going to say it anyway, I might as well give you something to talk about. And then they come to me and then they make a reference to that, and then I'm like, I'm already prepared for it, 'cause it's like, well, that was my choice to post that, it's on there, yeah. You've now just proven my point, but really I've put it out there.
And also, but again, that's the audience that are gonna, the algorithm that's gonna pick up a female dancing isn't gonna be a man who finds friendships with women.
Yeah, okay, this is true.
Yeah. So,
are there any men out there that would like to be my friend? But we were also saying making a man friend as an adult is different.
I disagree.
You were the one that said that to me the other day.
No, but I think like making a man friend, maybe it's different because I'm married. And like when we've talked about your school gate stories before, when I go to my school, I'm like, am I repulsive that no one has ever done that with me? Because
I've just got too many stories.
But you, like when I was at the gates the other day, I was like, I mean, I've got so many dad friends that I could chat to easily.
Yeah.
And there's no sexual chemistry there. And maybe it's because like I wear a wedding ring. Maybe it's because I'm in mum mode. I don't know. But the stories that you have are not the experience that I have. No. So it's got to be something you're doing.
It's me.
You're the problem.
It's my aura.
Yeah.
I basically
it's
might as well. My aura. I should just be walking around with my fanny out. That's basically it.
That's why I think you feel like your vagina is on your face, and like when they're looking at you, they're just looking at how deep they can get inside your flaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I don't think that at all. There's never a moment where I'm like, oh, you just want to fuck me. There's been a few moments, like if I'm out at an event and I know I'm all glammed up, and you know when people are looking or giving you, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It instantly makes me turn around and like my vagina like shrivel up. I just don't like it.
So really, with the would you ever and how far we would go, we've got some tight boundaries. We wouldn't, as always.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
No. But it's great to clarify this. So if any opportunities come and present themselves, we're like, okay, here are our boundaries. It's a yes, but this is as far as we go.
I think that is because the Manosphere.
Yeah.
It's all just linked, isn't it? And it's all quite a new topic that's being talked about. This has literally been around for centuries. And until we spoke about it earlier, I hadn't realised how much of a Manosphere that we had worked in.
Yeah.
We just called it toxic. But,
like when the penny dropped, we were like, what the fuck? And then looking back on our experiences.
It's toxic masculinity. That's exactly what it is. It's toxic Manosphere. It's disgusting.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it. That is our summary on a topic that we can comfortably talk about because we both feel the same with it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have a topic we both agree on.
Fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Look at us go.
I know. So progressed. Right. Thank you for being here. And we will see you next week.
Bye.